What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, today we're doing something different. More recently, I saw Chump Change and Yankee, other YouTubers, do videos on the way to go pick up gear. And I was like, wow, this works out perfectly, as it's now Sunday, and I am a few hours from home, and we're going to pick up a Geforce 1660 Ti, actually the MSI Gaming X edition, and we're a little ways from home, but that's okay. It was definitely worth it, going a few hours. We are going to pay $350 for this card. I do have a number of these cards already, right around, what do I have, 5 of these? So I have four of these cards right now, and we're going to pick up our 5th one currently, which I'm excited about. So I thought I'd take a few minutes to just discuss kind of the process that I go through with picking up some of these secondhand cards. And then once we get home, we'll go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. So I found this on Facebook Marketplace. I chatted with the individual. I did negotiate down the price. It was originally listed for $400. I originally went for $300, offered $300. They came back with a price of $350, and that's kind of where we settled at. Now, I do find that local prices are definitely lower than something if I was to order a card from someone on Facebook Marketplace from like California or something like that. I do find that I am able to negotiate down a little bit cheaper if they're local and they're not offering shipping. So I don't know if you guys have found the same, but at least in the Pennsylvania area, that is super, super common, is just being able to negotiate it down lower. This one wasn't as much, but other cards I've been able to negotiate down $100 or more, which has worked out really nicely. So negotiated it, let the guy know that I could pick it up today. Sometimes that helps out if you can literally negotiate the price and then say, hey, you can pick it up today. Then the person's like, great, instant cash, and it works out perfectly. So we are on our way. We should be there within the next, hour or so. The second thing I always like to chat with the individual about is, have them prove via a video that the card is working and in good condition. Not necessarily like that it can mine, but just that, like, hey, please, show me a video of it in a system and showing that the video is working. In addition to that, we're going to meet in a public place, which is always something that I push for. In this situation, we're actually meeting in a restaurant parking lot outside of a mall. So that'll work out nicely, just to make sure that you're kind of in a public-facing area, that there's other people around, just in case something happens. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the card. I'll be there here in a little while, and then we're gonna go ahead and bring this card home, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it together. We'll go ahead and clean it out. We'll replace the thermal paste, we'll replace the pads, and then we'll go ahead and see how the card runs, and we will be mining Ethereum on it. So I'll see you guys back in a few hours back home, and we'll take a look at our new MSI Gaming X 1660 Ti. Okay, so we're just about there. We're gonna be rolling up on a Texas Roadhouse. We're in a town called York, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm excited to get my hands. It's so funny. I feel like every GPU I get my hands on, especially like when I pick it up locally, I get just as excited as my first GPU. So I know that I still really, really love of mining and kind of this content creation, because it's nuts just kind of, you know, that feeling that you get buying another card and adding it to your farm. It's a great feeling. So we should be there in just a minute, and we'll check back then. Okay, we're just pulling up on Texas Roadhouse here. So I'm hoping that the guy is here. And let's take a look at this card, guys, together in just a second. Okay, we got ourselves a successful GPU. So it's the MSI Geforce GTX 1660 Ti. I love these. These are the Gaming X cards. They have a nice RGB strip on the side. Let me go ahead and open this up and I'll show this to you guys. Alrighty, so I don't know about you guys, but it helps when I'm searching for a card. Like if it's still in the original box, like it's available. I don't know. And I keep all the boxes too. I don't know about you guys, but it's just, I don't know. It definitely helps. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card. So it's definitely quite dirty. I mean, not terrible, but not bad. There's actually still the plastic right here on here. These people always forget to take these off. So there's still the plastic here and still the plastic here. You know, card just needs a good blowout, a good cleaning. Something that I wanted to show you guys that I looked at in the pictures when I was looking at this card was, you see how the one screw here has a little sticker on it, and it actually is the MSI sticker. So it would be really rare, but if somebody had taken this off and then replaced it, but that sticker is one that helps you identify that, like, okay, it hasn't been opened up and the thermal paste or the pads haven't been replaced on it. So that kind of lets you know that someone hasn't been tampering with it. There is a chance that someone bought a bunch of fake knockoff ones and you know, put it in place, but that is a big chance, you know, a big if. But other than that, pretty sweet, pretty excited about it. So I'm gonna take this home. So I'll see you guys back home. And tonight we're going to blow this card out. We're going to open it up. We're going to replace the thermal paste and the pads. And then we're going to mine with it. We should get right around between 30 and 33 mega hash on this on Ethereum. And then I do want to go ahead and throw this up on our voltage meter and see what we're getting. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Back on the road we go. Okay guys, we are back from our road trip. I did go ahead and blow out the card. If you guys have not got your hands on one of these before, I do recommend it. They work phenomenal. I'll put a link down below to these kind of electric dusters, they call them. The only thing I do recommend is when you do blow out the cards that you hold the fans with your fingers to stop them from spinning super fast, a lot faster than what they're meant for, so you don't destroy the bearings. So I do have the card on our test bench right now. We just placed it on there. So we're giving it a minute. We're applying a flight sheet currently right now. Check out those RGB, looks so cool. And we are gonna go ahead and replace the thermal paste in pads in just a minute. And I'm gonna throw that up on fast forward for you guys in just a second. I am running 4 of these total right now. I have 3 in our Juggernaut rig. This rig, if you guys aren't familiar, 1060s up top here. We have the 1660 Ti's, and then these are all 1080s right here. There's one Founders Editions in the back. Over here we have another one. Here is our 4th one of the 1660 Ti. It's in a RevTech board build, and we have a 3060 Ti in the back there. We have a 3060, a 2060 Founders Edition, and a 1070 Ti as well in that rig. Okay, so over here, so on this, I wanted to show you guys in my little test bench. If you guys haven't seen it before, it's just an HP power or motherboard out of an HP desktop computer. It's got whatever the HP tower had in it for a CPU and memory, and then we have a 500 watt Aries game power supply running on the GPU Riser's 64 gigabyte solid state drive. So traditionally, this setup here without a card in it running on idle uses 20 watts. So we can see right now as to kind of what we're putting out right now, 129 watts currently. Looks like it's climbing up there a little bit. So we said 150, so 130 watts give or take. But let's go ahead and look over on the computer here. I just went ahead and got a flight sheet set up for this. Okay, so without any overclock settings, Right now it's at 25.57. That's why it's using the watts that it is right now. It's super high. So we definitely, you never want to run your card on stock settings. I mean, look, we're only getting 25.57 and we're using like 150 watts. That's crazy. Oh, minus 20, so 130. So anyways, guys, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera on the tripod down here, set it up next to me. Not gonna go through a whole replacing of the thermal paste and cleaning the card and everything. I've done a bazillion videos of those. I'll put a link in the upper right hand corner if you guys want to check that out. It's a step-by-step guide. It's like 45 minutes long, but we'll go ahead and fast forward through this. You guys can enjoy a little bit of the tunes. Okay guys, so we are set and good to go. I'm not gonna lie, I had to actually pause the video and go look up online because there were a few things that threw me off. First off, cleanest card I've ever opened. I actually went online back to the original listing, and the guy had said that he had owned it for a year, and traditionally I don't usually believe that, but I'm really impressed right now, and I can definitely, it definitely seems like he owned it for a year. I mean, I opened it up, it was immaculate, and the thermal paste literally looked like I put it on yesterday. Now, could he have opened this up, as we talked about previously, and, you know, replace this little sticker? Maybe. Could he have opened it up and put new thermal paste on? Maybe, but that's highly doubtful. So yeah, so I'm super happy with it, how clean it was. I did look up thermal pads because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. This card does not actually, based off what I found, and if I'm wrong, please comment down below, but based off of what I found, this does not use thermal pads. The way it's designed and the way the heatsink is designed, it's not using thermal pads. It utilizes part of the heatsink's design to help cooling with the memory chips, and yeah, it looked great. So awesome. This is actually the first MSI Gaming X 1660 Ti I've opened. My other 4 are on my list to actually work on. Those of you guys that have followed my channel for a while know that I keep a full spreadsheet of when it's the last time that I have cleaned the cards and when's the last time that I've replaced the thermal paste and pads, so I'll be adding this one to it. So let's go ahead and get this back on the test bench, and I want to go ahead and make sure everything is running the way I expect, and then we'll put our overclock settings in, we'll check the watts, we'll check our hash rate. If that looks good, we'll put it in to our Wolverine rig. Okay guys, before we go any further, I want to give you guys a heads up. If you made it this far in the video, here is how to win a box of GPU risers from gpurisers.com. So thank you for watching the video this far. So inside the box you will have a little thank you note. We also have a cool gpurisers.com sticker, as well as a full pack of the GPU risers that come with the riser, with the USB cable, and with the PCI adapter as well that goes into your motherboard. So how exactly do you enter? All you have to do is down below in the comments, just list what country you're from. And then I will go ahead and use a random comment picker, and we'll pick one of you guys. So post your country of where you're watching from down below in the comments. Now the only caveat, not my caveat, it really comes down to gpurisers.com, is that this giveaway is available if you're in the US, if you're in Canada, as well as if you're in the UK or the EU. So if you fall into any of those categories for countries, please enter down below by putting your country in there. Those are the countries that they do ship to: USA, Canada, UK, and EU. Okay, so moving on. Our card here. So let's take a look at our watts when mining. 102, 105. Okay, so we'll say 105 minus our 20, which takes us down to 85 watts. Okay. 20 is everything else except for the card. And then if we come over here, we can see, let's go ahead and do a refresh on our page. There's our MSI Geforce GTX 1660 Ti, 31.45, and 65, 850, and 2200. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier, we'll pick a winner in 1 week for our GPU risers giveaway, and we'll go ahead and post it on Twitter, on Discord, and then also in the YouTube community tab as well. Okay, so what's next? Well, we're going to go ahead and get our card hooked up to our riser. gpurisers.com, of course, here. We are going to be using a splitter, one going into the 6-pin on the riser, one going into the card. We have our USB cable as well as our PCI cable. So let me go ahead and get that set up. Oh yeah, and finally, we're going to go ahead and hook up our GPU riser as well. So let me go ahead and get that all installed. Okay, we are all set and good to go. If you guys are looking for any of these items that you've seen in my videos, I actually have it's a giant Google Doc. I call it the Hobbyist Miner Parts List. And I'll put a link down below for it. It's on all of my videos. It's in my Discord as well. And it's a giant Google Excel doc of all the parts that I've ever used. So if ever you guys are looking for like, oh, what PCI cables is he using, which ones, I only put on that list the items that I approve and that I recommend and that I have used. Nothing else that I haven't used before. So if you guys are looking for anything for the PCI cables, splitters, the risers, the GPU hangers, they're all on the Hobbyist Miner Parts List. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this installed, and then we'll check back in and see how we're doing. Okay, GPU number 43 is now installed. Exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and power this on. Back in here. And look at that. One push button. RevTech board's on. 3070 or 3060 Ti is on. There's our 1660 Ti, our new 1660 Ti in the back. 3060, 2060 Founders Edition, and 1070 Ti. That looks so good. Awesome, dude. The RevTech boards are amazing. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the computer and we'll make sure it comes up and make sure it's hashing as expected. Okay guys, we are all set and good to go. As we can see right here on the bottom, this is our new 1660 Ti, 31.31, and then here's our other one up here, 31.32. So they're super, super close on these overclock settings, which is awesome. All right, well, I think that's it for today, guys. Exciting, long day, a lot of travel there and back and getting everything good to go, but I'm excited. We're starting to fill out this rig here. The RevTech board supports 8 cards total, so you got 4, 5, 6, 7. We got one more slot there to fill this up, which is awesome. Excited for that. And yeah, other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys joining me today. Don't forget to get in on the GP Risers giveaway with posting your country down below. We'll pull a winner in about a week. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.